Welcome to Royals basketball.
Kessler with a catch and shoot three. Connor Kessler, money.
Hits 1,000 points
For her career. Leffler, wide open right wing, got it. Luke Feldman from downtown.
Now for the Indianapolis Fruit pregame show. Here on the Roncalli Media Network.
Kick out three. Cerny from the near corner. Yes. Brenna Cerny splashes it home.
Indianapolis Fruit, producing a fresh experience.
Knocking off the #1 ranked team in all the state of Indiana.
Meet the voice of Royals basketball, Nathaniel Finch.
Game number 2 of a high-powered doubleheader for you here from Roncalli High School tonight. The 4th-ranked team in Class 3A, the Royals, taking on Franklin Central in what should be a good one. Roncalli and the Franklin Central Flashes. Before we get into a preview, let's talk about what is most important tonight. We're going to do so with the head coach, Jamin Warnke, on Cancer Awareness Night right now.
Hey, welcome into the Indianapolis Fruit pregame show. Nathaniel Finch with you on the Roncalli Media Network, and joining us now is the head coach of the Roncalli boys basketball team, Jamin Warnke. Coach, I've got plenty of basketball questions. I want to know about last game. I want to know about this game. But let's talk about what really matters tonight, and tell me about what the initiative is with tonight's Cancer Awareness Night.
Yeah, so this is the 4th or 5th night that we've been able to do Cancer Awareness Night as part of a girls-boys doubleheader with Franklin Central. It started when we had a girls player here, a really good player, Claire Lindsay. Her dad was an FC grad and was fighting cancer, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago. So that night, the two schools got together to do a Cancer Awareness Night and to honor him and his family, which was a great thing and a great night. And then we've been able to continue that for the last, 3 to 4 years. So tonight, for us to be able to host and us to be able to recognize Braden Collins and his family and whole support system, and then be able to raise some money for them as well, it's going to be a great night.
Well, tell me about Braden, what he's going through and kind of how he inspires this basketball team.
Oh, man, that's no small task there. He is just an outstanding kid, and we saw it from the first time he started coming to freshman basketball workouts the fall of his freshman year. So he had a great freshman year, a great sophomore year. And then the summer, June, going into his junior year, he was diagnosed with leukemia. So that was June 4th. And from then on, we've tried to help and support him as much as we could. But he has inspired and helped us 10 times more than we could have ever helped him, So he's a real warrior. He's been through, just horrible days, painful days, no energy. He's lost 50 pounds at one time. He had sores in his mouth and his throat where he couldn't eat or drink anything for like a week. And he, then he would get put on medication and he would become really puffy and uncomfortable that way. And but last year when he wasn't in school, he was e-learning or homeschooling a lot, but he would come. I bet he came to half of our practices or more. Wow. And when he didn't, he would text me to apologize, and it was like, man, come on, dude, I understand what you're going through, or I think I do. So anytime you're here, it's a bonus, but man, you do not need to feel bad about not being here. You need to take care of yourself. So our players saw that last year. How much he wanted to be around and how much he planned treatments around our game so that he could be at as many as he could. Yeah. So that was inspiring for us last year. Now this year, he's kind of on the medications are weaning off a little bit. There's still a lot. But he's been able to be at probably 90% of our practices this year, and he takes part in all of them except for the 5-on-5 stuff. He loves to run up and down and loves to shoot and get his sweat going. And now when we do our really hard drills, he does them with us. And, the cliche of, like, my players give it all they got, he literally does. Like, he does a 5-minute shooting drill, and the first time he did it, he collapsed, and I was scared for a little bit. And he's like, I ran over there, and he's like, no, I'm good. I'm just so tired. We love having him around, and he's been, a great inspiration to all of us.
That's awesome. Your guys can't say that practice is too hard or they can't do it if he's out there running with them.
100%. And he's taught us what bad days are. Sometimes as coaches we think a bad day is a bad practice or maybe a loss. He's given us some perspective there too on, we still want to be getting better every day, and we still want to have great practices and win games, but he's been able to show the adults some perspective as well about what's a big deal and what maybe isn't such a big deal.
It's Jamin Warnke, the head coach of the Roncalli boys basketball team. You come off a good day on Saturday, you get a really nice win against Park Tudor, and you get a week to think about it. What was practice like after you get that win? Yeah,
we had a great week. Monday was a little light. We went some film and some shooting. Tuesday, we had our best practice of the season. I think I've told you a couple post games. We've had weird practices this year just because of injuries and because of football running late and because of playing a lot of games. And I haven't thought we've had great practices. Tuesday we had a great practice. Unfortunately, it ended in Luke Baker getting a few stitches over his head and a mild concussion. He's going to be out tonight. So that's the bad news. But Tuesday, all in all, we had a really good practice aside from being injured. And Wednesday and Thursday, we spent a lot of time, prepping for tonight. So I think we're ready to play.
When you look at this Franklin Central team, what is it that they do that can kind of give you issues?
Well, they have some size down low, and they have some athleticism, so they're going to really pressure us. We're back to that. We've been away from that for a couple games, but they're going to pressure us. They're going to be high hip, so they're going to be forcing us baseline, trying their best not to let us go middle, and then the other thing they do is they get 43% of their misses. So they offensive rebound really well. So when they miss, four out of 10 misses, they get the rebound too. So that we've emphasized that a lot this week, that we're going to make them, take a tough shot. But when we do, we can't assume we're going to get the rebound. We have to go hit them and then go pursue the rebound with two hands because they're a really good offensive rebounding team.
Coach, thank you very much.
Yep, thanks a lot.
That's Jamin Warnke, the head coach of the Roncalli boys basketball team. The Indianapolis Fruit pregame show continues after this on the Roncalli Media Network.
Let's call an audible and just stay right here. Thank you to Coach Warnke for that conversation. And again, a huge shout out to Braden Collins and what he is going through and just cancer awareness in general. Our game ball provider is Cheeseman Dental Services, and Dr. Skip and Stephanie Cheeseman say, don't give them the number to our establishment. Don't direct people how to get their teeth worked on. They want their sponsorship tonight to instead go toward Braden. So thank you to the Cheesemans. Thank you to everybody tonight putting on this wonderful event, of course, in conjunction with Franklin Central, as Coach Warnke had talked about, to raise awareness for cancer and to shine that big light on that young man, Braden Collins. Let's talk about our starting lineups. These are brought to you, as always, by Indiana Electrical Services. We'll start with Franklin Central. Just said there's announced on the floor. We'll do so as well here. It's a guard. Raymond Hayes leads the team in points, rebounds, and assists. He'll be a big key tonight. Jacob Parham, their second scorer and rebounder. He is a guard. He is out there in the starting lineup. Alfonso Graves averages 7 points a game. And then your two bigs, Draylon Vaden and Theo Troutman. The latter, the 6'6" center. He is just a sophomore. We'll keep an eye on those. Coached by Kyle Ballard, the Franklin Central Flashes at 3-7 on the season, though they've won 3 of their last 4 after a rough start. As for the Royals, starting their normal lineup, Will Hegwood at point guard, 7 points a game. Will not have Luke Baker out there because he is hurt, as Warnke had talked about. So instead, Caleb Maurer gets the start. We'll see him in the starting lineup again this season after he started early in Baker's absence. Luke Feldman, Connor Kessler, Joe Taylor out there as well. Your keys to victory we'll hear come in just a moment, but first it is time for this tip-off. Again, brought to you by Skip Cheeseman Dental Services, recognizing cancer awareness tonight, and it is Franklin Central who gets the inbound right off the onset. And you heard Coach Warnke say this is not your typical 3-7 team, and they show it right off the bat. It's Draylon Vaden.
Yeah, one of the big things that Roncalli has to do is not look past Franklin Central and get too confident in the difference in their records, because any given day, I tell you what, Franklin Central is going to come to play.
Connor Kessler His team's leading scorer, 18 points a game for that young man. He is a senior guard, all-conference, all-world for the Royals. Right now it's Will Hegwood, though, the point guard. Sees a double team, kicks it out to the big man, and Joe Taylor. Looks like Theo Troutman got a piece of it. Your keys to the game are brought to you by Kids Ability Center as follows.
Well, first big thing is to minimize turnovers. I know Roncalli struggle with that at times, and so they've got to keep that in light. Don't give Franklin Central extra opportunities. Second thing is keep their legs fresh. Roncalli's going to have to keep up with a running team of Franklin Central. The third thing is minimize your turnovers, minimize your fouls.
Jacob Parham with the drive. He leaves it too strong off the glass, but the offensive rebound will go in the name of Parham. And on the other end, the star for the Flashes is Raymond Hayes, and he shows why. So crafty.
That's a 4-0 lead for Franklin Central. They're here to play. Roncalli, again, first couple minutes always jitters. It's getting into the rhythm of the game. Not a big thing, anything to worry about yet, but they've got to be cognizant of the fact that Franklin Central's not here just for a gimme.
Head coach Kyle Ballard is in his third season with Franklin Central, and it's a team that lost 5 key players from last year, so you knew it was going to be a slower start. They started 0-6, but now they're finding their groove and looking to jump into a 3-possession lead. Though ball goes off the foot, it's Roncalli basketball. Jacob Parham turns it over. And, well, just none bigger than E.J. Hazlett from last year, who was the junior, a star for this team, is headed to Indiana State. He's a Division I basketball player. Well, he transferred to Kankakee, so he is no longer with Franklin Central. Losses like that, why this team is taking a little bit longer to get going, but they're winners 3 of their last 4. They are on a good roll.
Yeah, when you lose 5 of your biggest team members, it's going to take some time to gel, and I think Franklin Central's done that midway through the season. So, again, they have to be careful. Do not look past this team.
2 minutes into this contest here, and so far it's been all Franklin Central, a frenetic start, and it's a foul called, our first one today. A chance to tell you about Indianapolis Fruit, a family-owned leader in quality produce since 1947, delivering everything from organic produce to gourmet grab-and-go offerings. Call Indianapolis Fruit, 317-546-2425. To the line twice for the first time today, it is Draylon Vaden, the senior captain.
They're going to need those. And again, Franklin Central on paper looks like they're going to be a pushover, but I do not want to get confident in this until, you've established yourself as a dominant team, because they are gelling. They have won the last 3 of their 4 games, and so they are starting to pull it together. Roncalli's a good club, but they can't look past Franklin Central.
Vaden misses them both. Here comes Kessler. He's looking to get on a roll. Offensively, the team's best player, maybe defensively as well. Joe Taylor also a big key. 13 points and 8 rebounds a game for that man. Big number 24.
Creating the mismatch here.
Here's Kessler from downtown. Ball bounces up twice, and it's a miss. Rebound for the Flashes, and it's stolen right back.
Steal.
Luke Feldman. Here he goes, some tight defense applied by Alfonso Graves. These teams played twice last year. Same situation as the girls in our previous game. Once in the county tournament, once in the regular season. More on that in a moment. First, it's a foul. It'll go against Theo Troutman, and it will bring aboard 2 foul shots for Joe Taylor. So the Royals had lost the regular season matchup but won the tournament game and moved on in the Marion County tournament last season, but they were both close games. The Royals won by 3 in one and lost by 2 in the other. That's how this rivalry has kind of been historically.
Well, and again, Franklin Central knows what they're playing up against when they come to Roncalli, and they want more than anything to establish themselves, because Roncalli has the winning record. They are the Goliath in this situation. But you can't look past Franklin Central. They're starting to gel. They're starting to figure themselves out. Missing 5 players. You can't look past them.
First 2 points for Roncalli. Joe Taylor gets him at the line. The Royals 7-1 this season. The 4th-ranked team in Class 3A. Here come the Flashes. A strong start offensively. Working on Taylor. Good luck doing that. He has it blocked away.
Nice.
On the move, Hegwood lays it in, and Roncalli right back in it. We're square nearly halfway through on the Marion scoreboard.
A block just destroys any kind of form, and so you have an opportunity to make a fast break play, and that's exactly what Roncalli did.
Another block. Taylor, strong defensively, as strong as he is offensively. Here comes Hegwood, asks for the screen, doesn't use it. Straightaway triple. Taylor, no.
He's got a 4-inch height on Franklin Central's big man, so there's a lot of room for reach there.
There's the
third
athleticism.
block.
How about that? Joe Taylor. 4 minutes in, we're tied at 4. Kessler, boy, was trying to draw a foul there.
Yeah, and there was contact, but it was forced.
Putting on his best Shea Gilgeous-Alexander impression, and it doesn't work. Not at this level of basketball.
Still a lot of nerves. Guys are figuring each other out, figuring out what each team's going to bring. Kind of to settle into their offense.
A slow start. Defenses firing on all cylinders early. Here's Hegwood. Uses the Maurer screen. Of course, Roncalli playing without Luke Baker. He gives you 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. He is fantastic for this squad at the forward position. They'll have to find a way without, as he has that concussion that Coach Warnke had talked about pregame. Hope to have him back in the lineup soon. Here come the flashes. It's their best player, Raymond Hayes, and he gives it up. Alfonso Graves. Certainly some athletic players on this Franklin Central team. You wonder if it just took them a minute to gel and kind of figure out how to play together.
Well,
it's a new lineup.
They got a lot of speed, and again, they're missing 5 starters from last year, so it is a matter of figuring each other out and figuring out what your teammate's going to do and then respond in a way that benefits that.
Look at the moves of the big man. Theo Troutman scores. That was impressive. 2.5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Down by 2 on the Marian University scoreboard.
Yeah, Joe Taylor's going to have his work cut out for him down low. But he's already got 3 blocks, so.
Oh, Kessler thought about the 30-footer.
Find a man.
Instead, he'll drive all the way in, and he can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Feldman and ripped back away. Physical game so far, just like the girls' game earlier. And a foul and one on cue. Will Hegwood gets called with the harm. Here comes Parham to the line.
Is pushing the speed of this game, and you can tell Roncalli is, all of them are leaning over, catching their breath. This is a fast-paced game.
Your earlier keys to victory brought to you by Kids Abilities. No limits, only possibilities. Pediatric occupational speech and feeding therapy for children from birth to 21. Going beyond therapy, unlocking each child's full potential at kidsabilitiesindiana.com. 3-point play unsuccessful. Rebound Joe Taylor. The Royals down 4, 2 minutes left in the opening quarter on the Marion scoreboard. With numbers, here comes Taylor, and he puts it in. The big man with a crafty flip.
Strong drive, easy lay-in. He had height advantage all day, so way to finish.
Here's Raymond Hayes, undersized at 5'10". Don't tell him that. Look at that. And on cue with the offensive board, but he can't get it to go. It's a foul.
Yeah, one of the smallest guys on the court's made an offensive board. That guy's full of hustle.
Maurer will inbound again in the starting lineup today because of Luke Baker being out. That'll be a key. Baker, one of the better players on this roster. Down by 2, 90 seconds left on the Marion scoreboard. Here are the Royals offensively. Cheeseman into the game for the first time today, and he has it blocked.
Yeah, we got to touch on that. Again, FC is pushing the ball. They're trying to create opportunities with speed, and it is working.
Look at Draylon Vaden with that fancy roll. It's a 4-point Flashes lead on the Marion scoreboard.
That's okay. We're still settling in. It's not out of control, but we are 1 minute from the end of the first quarter.
Roncalli certainly averaging more than 6 points a quarter. It's been a cagey affair so far. Offense at a premium.
It's fast-paced, and I think Roncalli's got to figure out. There's a turnover on
Poisson takes it. Here he goes underneath the bucket, and it's blocked. Luke Feldman. Say it with your chest. Timeout call, Jamin Warnke. Give that young man some high fives. We'll step aside and return in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
A confident smile can change everything, and at Gorman & Bunch Orthodontics, they make that transformation fun, affordable, and easy. Whether it's braces or Invisalign, Their expert team helps kids, teens, and adults feel proud of their smile every step of the way. With their convenient Southside location, Dr. Todd Hickman and his team have served our community for over 40 years and continues to provide the personalized care families have trusted for generations. Gorman and Bunch Orthodontics, transforming smiles, transforming lives. Proud supporter of Roncalli and Roncalli Athletics.
At Greenwood Vision Care, your vision is our priority. Dr. Olivia Yankee, Roncalli alum class of 2009, and her team treats you like family with expert eye exams, stylish frames, and personalized care. No rush, no hassle, just friendly service and sharp vision. Isn't it time you saw clearly and felt confident? Call Greenwood Vision Care today at 317-653-5872 to schedule your appointment. That's 317-653-5872. Greenwood Vision Care, where eye care feels like home.
Back in action here, the final stages of the opening quarter. Roncalli trailing Franklin Central. 7-1 Royals, 3-7 Flashes, but throw the records out with this little neighborhood rivalry. Here's Will Hegwood. The Royals trying to get back and bring it as close to being tied as possible to wrap up the first quarter. Here they're on offense. Or they might just hang on for the final shot. Not the worst idea.
No, not terrible. But a 6-point quarter. Yeah, you better be paying attention, boys. Franklin Central's here to run you off the court if they can.
5 seconds. Here we go. Luke Feldman. It's going to take a heroic shot from him. Can he do it? Here's the turnaround, and he launches one up, and that is how the quarter comes to a close. 10-6. How about the Flashes? Punching Roncalli in the mouth early. We'll see how this one continues. Second quarter after this on the Roncalli Media Network.
Whether you're heading out of town or just need trusted care for your pets, look no further than the Kennel at Arbor Lane. With spacious indoor and outdoor accommodations, a caring staff, and a commitment to treating every dog like family, the Kennel at Arbor Lane is where pets feel right at home. From short stays to extended boarding, your four-legged friends will be safe, happy, and loved. Give yourself peace of mind and your pets the care they deserve. The Kennel at Arbor Lane, a proud supporter of Roncalli Athletics. Visit thekennelatarbor.com to learn more.
At Kids Abilities, we believe in one simple truth: no limits, only possibilities. Our dedicated team offers pediatric occupational, speech, and feeding therapy focused on sensory regulation, building intrinsic motivation, and making meaningful connections for children from birth to 21. We go beyond therapy. We support families, celebrate achievements, and unlock each child's fullest potential. Kids Abilities, where possibilities become realities. Visit kidsabilitiesindiana.com or call to learn more today.
Franklin Central punches the Royals in the mouth to start this game. Second quarter action underway. Roncalli down 4 to start the second on the Marion scoreboard. Caleb Maurer has it all alone.
He had an open opportunity for that three, but he passed. Coach has got these guys trying to drive, which I'm a fan of. Need to establish a lower presence. Joe Taylor's on the bench right now, though.
He had a really strong first quarter, 4 points, 3 blocks, and a handful of rebounds. Here's the long inbounds pass. And after that one deflected out of bounds, here's Will Hegwood. Kessler's been quiet, really, the last couple of games. More on that as we go, but here's an open three off the pass from Kessler, and Will Hegwood drains it.
So knowing that Franklin Central likes to play a fast game.
Stolen right back. Maurer snatches it. Here we go. Foul called. A big sequence.
Yes. If you can get cutting underneath and Franklin Central has 2 or 3 guys that cut, then you're going to create wide open looks like they had. Key is you got to capitalize on them. You may have found something in that. We'll have to see if he goes back to it. So they're playing a loose zone. It isn't a man defense, but it's a loose zone.
Nearly forcing the turnover. Jacob Parham looks strong in that first quarter. Down by 1. Minute in. Marion scoreboard. Here's Cheeseman.
Nice cut.
Feeds the cutting Maurer.
Pretty. Yeah, very pretty, very pretty. Nice cut, good read. Way to see your guy.
The Royals on a 5-point run over the last minute. They take the lead on the Marion scoreboard. Here's the drive. It's altered.
Oh, no.
And Kessler was the last one out of bounds and grabbed it first, so that's a no-no. Can't do that. It will go down as it flashes basketball.
He had to reestablish himself, and he didn't quite get his feet down. Good hustle.
Raymond Hayes inbounds, trying to run some offense. Kyle Ballard in his third season with Franklin Central. Spent 4 years at Triton Central. Before that, a pair of sectional titles.
Woo! That hurt.
And we get a foul.
That hurt. Yeah, he's going to need a second after that. That was a full body.
You heard the starting lineups earlier. Those brought to you every game by Indiana Electrical Services, your IBEW 481 union contractor handling all your electrical needs, big or small. Roncalli alums Jeff Russell and David Moran are proud to serve you. Indiana Electrical Services, powering your home, your business, and your school spirit. Foul called there. Each team has committed 190 seconds into this second quarter. Here's the inbound to the baseline. Oh, nearly stolen by Maurer. Here comes Parham. He'll go up strong and lay it in nice and soft.
Good use of his body. He created space, made sure that he separated so that he had the room for that. Had two guys coming in to block. Neither one quite could get there.
Franklin Central retakes the lead, 2 minutes gone by.
Yeah, Franklin Central's defense is...
Here's Kessler, pulls up long
nice
two,
shot.
and he got it. Nice stroke. Gets the first bucket for Connor Kessler, who averages 18 points a game.
Roncalli's got to find the seams. They got to find the holes in this fast-moving zone.
Back and forth we go. Another lead change.
Working around the corner looking for it. So they're cutting and dishing out.
Here's the move on the inside and a beautiful shot for Draylon Vaden.
I'm okay
6
with
points.
that. No foul. He played good defense. We played smart, and that's okay.
Another lead change. Back and forth and back and forth. Here comes Cheeseman. Cheeseman with a full head of steam. To Maurer, who loses it.
Yeah.
Poisson snatches it. Oh, look at the spin. Parham in one dribble. Does it again and gets to the cup. My goodness, Jacob Parham. You see why he's the team's second leading scorer.
Yeah, Franklin Central's coming with speed. And Roncalli's got to be careful not to over-calculate and get too aggressive and start fouling.
3 minutes gone by. Second quarter on the Marion scoreboard, down by 3. Here's Cheeseman with a nice spin of his own. Mikey Dillon enters for the first time today as well, so it's Cheeseman, Maurer, Feldman, and Kessler.
We need to set offense here, get the ball moving. They're just passing around the top. And again,
nearly stolen now with numbers. Cheeseman steps into a three, and he got it. Reagan Cheeseman drains the triple, his first bucket tonight.
if they can hit a few of those, they're going to make FC play a little bit different basketball.
On the other end, how about the craftiness of the senior Vaden?
Yeah, they're getting down low, cutting through. This is a matchup right now.
Halfway through the second, Royals down 2. They can take the lead with a high arcing three, and they do. Reagan Cheeseman, flex your muscles. Timeout called. We'll stay here. How about that from Reagan Cheeseman? A pair of big-time buckets, and now all of a sudden back in front.
Yeah, they needed those buckets not only for confidence in the team, but also to tell FC, hey, we're not going to just lay down. Roncalli's trying to cut underneath, create an opening on the outside, and then make the most of it. And the last two shots obviously were capitalized, so Franklin Central has to respect that as a threat, and that'll change what they do defensively.
Reagan Cheeseman, the fantastic guard. A big thank you to his parents, Dr. Skip and Stephanie Cheeseman, our game ball sponsors always, but tonight wanting special recognition to Reagan's senior teammate and Braden Collins, who is courageously fighting leukemia. We wish the best for Braden. Continue to be a warrior and an inspiration to the Roncalli community. Well, you heard Jamin Wernke talk about it in our pregame interview, and if you didn't, I encourage you highly to go back and listen to that following this game. What he said about the impact that Collins has had on this team, on this school, on this community is incredible, and he's still out there fighting and is a huge light for this team. Cancer Awareness Night tonight at Roncalli High School. that certainly is way more important than anything we're going to talk about on the basketball court.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is truly fun and games, but that's a battle for your life. And, you know, our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family as they deal with this.
Well, Raymond Hayes having fun and games out there. He hits the triple, and retakes the lead for the Flashes. Boy, do we have a battle in front of us.
Yeah, Franklin Central is bringing it. I only wonder if this is a pace a little stronger than they're used to as well.
Kessler off the mark.
Hayes is pushing, though.
Here's Raymond Hayes. Wings it over to the right side. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Royals on defense, down by 2 on the Marion scoreboard. Long 2, no good. Poisson grabs the rebound. He tries to lay it in. That is no good, and a foul.
That's a good call. Joe had that in his hands, and he got muscled a little bit heavy. That's a good foul. Well, it's a good call on the foul.
Mikey Dillon will head to the bench. Hegwood to inbound.
3 minutes left. Roncalli still down. On paper, they should be winning this, but Franklin Central's, they came to play tonight.
With Luke Baker, the forward, out, it's a 4-guard and 1 center lineup right now for the Royals as Cheeseman comes in as an extra ball handler. Him and Hegwood, the 2-point guards, they pass back and forth. Here's a Luke Baker. Will drive, has it poked away. Turnover, Hayes snatches it. On the other end, it's Parham who skillfully glides through the air and scores.
Low-scoring affair. This is a defensive struggle across the board.
Hegwood kicks it out. Cheeseman,
Good
can
fake.
he get a third?
Oh.
Taylor with a board, though. Here we go, working on the inside.
Attaboy.
And he hits over Troutman.
Attaboy. Getting great minutes from Joe, offensively and defensively.
Here's Hayes, the team's best player. Kicks it out to the corner. Man, that's a nice shot for Alfonso Graves, his first bucket.
That's a 5-point lead for Franklin Central.
Minute 45 left in this first half.
Roncalli's got to figure out what to do defensively against Franklin Central's pressure, but offensively, their speed zone is giving them fits.
Kessler pulls up from the foul line and misses. But an offensive rebound. Reagan Cheeseman poked away. Roncalli keeps it.
Good hustle, boys. Good hustle. Good rebound.
Cheeseman's
there.
been outstanding tonight.
He's having a great game so far, yes.
And all in the second quarter alone, he's certainly been the player of the quarter.
Well, you need leadership from somebody, and right now he's the guy who's taking the torch and running with it.
Coming off a 5.3 assist game, that is really impressive for a guy off the bench. Will Hegwood, the point guard. Just over a minute left in this first half. Here's the corner 3, and Kessler can't.
That looked really good.
Rebound, though, Royals. Feldman fouled.
That's a good call.
Just our third foul called against the Flashes, 1 against the Royals. A stark contrast from that girls' game that we watched earlier, where Roncalli won by 4.
Yeah, we're a minute from halftime, and it's 21-26.
Spin around in the paint, bounces around, and it's a miss. Taylor had a good look. I think Warnke will take that 9 times out of 10.
Shots are coming into premium. I can't be mad at that look, though.
Troutman has it snatched away. Hegwood is fouled. Troutman loses it and does what every young man wants to do when he does something wrong. He wants to go make up for it, and he fouled.
Trying to recuperate his mistake, especially with a 5-point lead.
Coming up soon, the O'Reilly Branson halftime show. And how about Marion University, just 10 minutes from downtown Indianapolis, a premier Catholic university committed to excellence in learning. Embracing the Franciscan and liberal arts traditions, Marion excels in teaching, research, and scholarly activities. Become a knight at marion.edu. Down 5, final 45 of the first half. Big stretch of basketball here. It's nearly stolen away. Maurer has it now with numbers. Hegwood drops it. Here we go. Royals still on offense. Taylor pulls up and misses. It's not his game. He can hit those every now and then, but not very often. Here's the drive, and he blocks it. Joe Taylor, for the 4th time, recycles the shot.
16 seconds.
Hold for the final
shot here, yep.
Can you bring within a possession heading into the break? We'll see. 10 seconds. Kessler, he's the guy you want to take the shot. 5 seconds, here we go. He'll step back from the volleyball line and he hits it. Connor Kessler.
That's a big basket going into the half. That's a big basket. They needed that. Cut that down to 2.
26-24 as we hit the O'Reilly Branson halftime show. Wow, Connor Kessler does it again. He's done that so many times this season.
That was a logo 3. That was very nice.
The Royal Roll Call is brought to you by the Kennel at Arbor Lane. Though you can't make the game tonight, you can still cheer on the Royals with a shout out on the Roncalli Media Network. While you're away, we keep you connected. At the same time, the Kennel at Arbor Lane gives you the peace of mind knowing your pets are safe and cared for. The Kennel at Arbor Lane, where pets feel at home and Royals fans stay connected. Reach out to us. Let us know you're watching. We'll give you a shout out in the second half. This segment always brought to you by the Kennel at Arbor Lane. You can reach out to Nate Johnson to my right. I'm Nathaniel Finch. We've got AJ Ablog back in the truck. Reach out to any of us. Let us know that you are watching, and we'll give you that shout out. A 2-point lead for Franklin Central, looking to continue a strong last stretch of the season as we hit halftime. Back in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
Family owned and operated since 1971, O'Reilly Branson Funeral Service and Crematory has been dedicated to serving families with the utmost dignity and compassion. The staff at O'Reilly Branson are experts in pre-planning, cremation, and at-need funeral arrangements, and have a long history of supporting your Roncalli Royals. Your wishes are honored to the finest detail, allowing you to celebrate the life and cherished memories of your loved ones. For more information, visit O'ReillyBranson.com. O'Reilly Branson, where our Catholic family serves your Catholic family.
Did you know 80% of Americans don't floss daily, risking gum disease, bad breath, and even tooth loss? At Skip Cheeseman DDS, we believe your dental health is worth protecting, from routine cleanings and wisdom tooth removal to implants and IV sedation. Dr. Cheeseman and his caring team combine experience with comfort, so you can smile with confidence. Call 317-839-2088 or visit Cheeseman.com today. Skip Cheeseman DDS, caring for smiles, caring for you, and a proud supporter of the Roncalli Royals.
Meeting your financial needs? Werner Financial is the place for you. Our owner, Jason Werner, is a proud Roncalli member of the class of 2005 and has extensive knowledge and experience ensuring your investments are customized to fit your goals. The Werner Financial team is one that works for you and will handle your assets with precision and confidence. Our goal is for you to not only feel secure in your finances, but also to see real growth. Visit wernerfinancial.com to set up your meeting today and get started on your financial future.
Since 1970, Piazza Produce has grown from a single truck operation into a trusted, family-owned produce partner, bringing exceptional quality and unmatched service to the food service industry. We deliver the ingredients chefs count on. With refrigerated GPS-tracked trucks covering more than 150 cities across the Midwest, Piazza Produce ensures your kitchen never runs out because service is everything. Piazza Produce, fresh from our family to yours. Visit piazzaproduce.com to learn more.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
At Kids Abilities, we believe in one simple truth: no limits, only possibilities. Our dedicated team offers pediatric occupational, speech, and feeding therapy focused on sensory regulation, building intrinsic motivation, and making meaningful connections for children from birth to 21. We go beyond therapy. We support families, celebrate achievements, and unlock each child's fullest potential. Kids Abilities, where possibilities become realities. Visit kidsabilitiesindiana.com or call to learn more today.
When it comes to physical therapy, you have the freedom to choose your provider. At Indiana Physical Therapy, our experienced therapists will work with you to create a personalized treatment plan tailored to your needs. Whether you're recovering from injury, managing a chronic condition, or looking to improve your sports performance, we've got you covered. Take control of your health and schedule your appointment today at indianapt.com or call us at 317-449-2333.
Since 1947, Indianapolis Fruit has been delivering the freshest fruits, vegetables, and flowers to Midwestern retailers, bringing quality and trust to every produce aisle. With over 170 refrigerated trucks, a premium supply chain, and more than 3,000 SKUs, including organic, ethnic, artisan, and gourmet grab-and-go options. We provide a full-service experience from farm to market. Indianapolis Fruit. Produce a fresh experience.
Score big for Roncalli every time you swipe with Indiana Members Credit Union. When you use your IMCU Royals debit card for everyday purchases, you're helping fund Roncalli High School athletics with every signature-based transaction. Get your Roncalli Royals debit card free with your free IMCU checking account. Stop by your Southside branch at 5047 Madison Avenue or any IMCU branch near you, or sign up online at imcu.com. Swipe, support, repeat. Go Royals!
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
When you need the job done right, trust Indiana Electrical Services, your IBEW 481 union contractor. Proud sponsor of Roncalli Athletics, we're here to handle all your electrical needs, big or small. Jeff Russell, class of '99, and David Moran, class of '94, are proud to serve the community they love. And of course, we're cheering on the Royals every step of the way. Indiana Electrical Services, powering your home, your business, and your school spirit.
Welcome back. It is time for the O'Reilly Branson Halftime Show. Brought to you by O'Reilly Branson Funeral Home. Family owned and operated since 1971. Dedicated to serving families with the utmost dignity and compassion. Your wishes are honored to the finest detail, allowing you to celebrate the life and cherished memories of your loved ones. O'ReillyBranson.com. As we get set for second half action here in a few moments. Let's look through a quick breeze through the statistics. Of course, as Roncalli trails by 2 here on the scoreboard against, on paper, an inferior Franklin Central team, but you tell it to them. Go tell them they're inferior because they certainly don't look that way so far. Statistically, 8 points for Draylon Vaden and Jacob Parham, the Flashes' 2 guards. 5 points, Raymond Hayes, 3 Alfonso Graves, 2 Theo Troutman. For the Royals, 6 points for Reagan Cheeseman and Joe Taylor to lead the team. 5 for Will Hegwood, 5 for Connor Kessler, who had that buzzer-beating 3 from the volleyball line to close the first half. Caleb Mowers scored 2 points as well. It was kind of just a punch in the mouth. We kept going back to this by Franklin Central early. The Royals seemed to have steadied the ship a little bit, but we're in for a battle.
Well, early on, the thing that I saw that was concerning was the speed by which Franklin Central was pushing and playing, not only offensively but defensively. And it is causing Roncalli to be reactionary in their game plan, which is putting them in not an uncomfortable place offensively and defensively.
Keys to the game next on the Roncalli Media Network.
Discover the Coin Index in Greenwood. Have you inherited a coin collection you aren't sure what to do with? Are you interested in investing in precious metals? Then the Coin Index is your ultimate destination for coins and precious metals. We buy, sell, and appraise. Located at 857 North Madison Avenue, just south of the Greenwood Park Mall. For expert service and top-notch selection, visit us at coinindex.com. The Coin Index, your trusted partner in coins and precious metals.
A confident smile can change everything, and at Gorman and Bunch Orthodontics, they make that transformation fun, affordable, and easy. Whether it's braces or Invisalign, Their expert team helps kids, teens, and adults feel proud of their smile every step of the way. With their convenient Southside location, Dr. Todd Hickman and his team have served our community for over 40 years and continues to provide the personalized care families have trusted for generations. Gorman and Bunch Orthodontics, transforming smiles, transforming lives. Proud supporter of Roncalli and Roncalli Athletics.
At Greenwood Vision Care, your vision is our priority. Dr. Olivia Yankee, Roncalli alum class of 2009, and her team treats you like family with expert eye exams, stylish frames, and personalized care. No rush, no hassle, just friendly service and sharp vision. Isn't it time you saw clearly and felt confident? Call Greenwood Vision Care today at 317-653-5872 to schedule your appointment. That's 317-653-5872. Greenwood Vision Care, where eye care feels like home.
A confident smile can change everything, and at
Ready to start second half action as we wrap up the O'Reilly Branson halftime show. Let's hear Nate Johnson's kids' abilities keys to the second half.
Well, as we mentioned at the beginning of it, it would be pace of game, it'd be turnovers, and it'd be fouls. Right now, turnovers and pace of game are still proving to be true. Fouls not an issue yet.
Brought to you by Kids Abilities. No limits, only possibilities. Pediatric occupational speech and feeding therapy. Wow, with 3 off the gate. Raymond Hayes has 8 points now, tying the lead for all scorers. Kids Abilities, Indiana.com, going beyond therapy, unlocking each child's full potential. Trading threes, but Feldman can't get it to go.
I'm going to be curious to see the adjustments that Coach makes in this half, not only on the defensive end, but also on the offense to set up some options. That was a wide open 3, would have been a big make.
The backdoor cut, and it works. And how about the run here? Quick 5 points for the Flashes. It's Graves.
Yeah, this is going to be important. The next 3 minutes are going to be really huge as to how this plays out.
1 minute gone by, third quarter on the Marion scoreboard.
Snatched
back. Franklin Central, it's been all Flashes coming out of the halftime break.
Well, arguably, first half was all FC, minus that last second shot.
Here's the drive. Hayes is fouled, misses the shot. He'll have a chance.
That one hurt.
Or will they say this was called on the floor first? I think they say, was it Hegwood that came in and just bopped him in the elbow?
Yep.
That's Hegwood's third. That is certainly something to watch. Your starting point guard is down.
Yeah, that's big. Fouls will come into play, especially as this game progresses.
Raymond Hayes will inbound after he took the brunt of that one.
It's the pace. Franklin Central is pushing it again, as they did in the first half. Roncalli's got to figure out a way to handle on the defensive end.
A 7-point Flashes lead. They have it on offense. Here's Graves. Cross key pass. Boy, good defense so far here for the Royals. If there was a shot clock in the state of Indiana, it would have expired by now.
Yes.
Lucky for Franklin Central, there's not. That leads to the bucket.
Joe came to help, and by doing so, left him land wide open underneath the basket.
A 7-point run forces the timeout from Jamin Warnke. Will step aside as well. All Flashes out of the halftime break on the Roncalli Media Network.
Building your vision. From concept to creation. At Gemco Constructors, we're your one-stop partner in commercial construction, from mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems to building automation and post-project service. With design-build solutions across 30-plus states, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and built to last. Our strength, innovation, safety, and service. Gemco engineers the right system that works smarter and works longer. Gemco Constructors, a proud supporter of the Roncalli Royals. Visit wearegemco.com today. Gemco, building your vision, concept to creation.
You're tuned in to the Roncalli Media Network, a student-run broadcast bringing you all the excitement of Royal Athletics. Roncalli students are working hard behind the scenes so you never miss a moment. If you enjoy what you see and hear, consider becoming a Roncalli Media Network sponsor or making a gift to Roncalli's Circle of Faith Annual Fund to keep opportunities like this thriving.
And how about our crews? Student Run Broadcast, Angel, Alex, Charlie, Felipe, they are all fantastic tonight, working the doubleheader. We're on the second leg of it. AJ Ablog runs the program back in the truck. Nate Johnson to my right. I'm Nathaniel Finch with you, Roncalli Media Network. We are 2 minutes into the third quarter, and it's been a 7-point Franklin Central run. It's halted right there by a nice putback from Joe Taylor.
Yeah, Franklin Central's putting the pressure on Roncalli on both ends of the court, and they have to respond. Offensively, they're just pushing with a lot of speed and a lot of energy, and it's kind of keeping Roncalli off their flat-footed, game. Oh, nice play. Nice play. Got a swat into the body, which created a turnover. That's big.
Reagan Cheeseman enters, and it's a good chance for our Royal Roll Call, brought to you by the Kennel at Arbor Lane. You can't make the game tonight, but you can still cheer on the Royals with a shout-out on the Roncalli Media Network. While you are away, we keep you connected. Well, same deal with the Kennel at Arbor Lane. They make sure your pets are safe and cared for. The Kennel at Arbor Lane, where pets feel at home, Royals fans stay connected. And Reagan Cheeseman with the ball. It is his grandparents who get the shout out today on the Roncalli Media Network. They listen to every game. Thank you for listening today as well. You can have the shout out for the next game. You just got to let us know that you're watching or listening, and we'll give you that shout out. It's brought to you by the Kennel at Arbor Lane.
Yeah, just a little bit of a turnover. He was getting anxious, trying to get underneath, trying to find that hole, but it kept getting cut off.
Franklin Central has it. They will certainly take their time, the Flashes do, with the 7-point advantage. Boy, who would have thought this? 3-7, Franklin Central. Roncalli at 7-1, and yet it's the opposite of what you might expect so far.
Yeah, again, Franklin Central's finding themselves late into the season, and my fear going into this was that Roncalli would look past them, and this is not normal for Roncalli to be playing like this.
A nice shot over contact as Draylon Vaden is the first player on either team to hit double figures.
We are midway through the third quarter, and Roncalli has 26 offensive points.
4 minutes left, Marion scoreboard. Here's the drive. Kessler through contact. Connor Kessler to the line.
Good finish.
He has 7 and maybe 8 points on the day. Boy, he's had his really last 3 games season lows each time scoring-wise after an electric start to the year. He could use some more buckets. You could just tell the defenses are keying in on him and just putting so much more focus on Connor Kessler.
Well, you shut him down and you change what Roncalli's used to doing. So, yes, I mean, that's good coaching is what that is. But he's got to find a way. He's got to continue to push and find a way. And he will.
7-point game on the Marion University scoreboard. Halfway through the third. Here's the drive in the reverse. My goodness, Raymond Hayes in double figures. That is incredible.
Yeah, he's doing all he can to keep Franklin Central where he can and keep Roncalli on their toes. Let's see offensively what they do. They have to start whittling down this lead.
Here's the 3. Nope. Kessler off the bank. Gets off the mark. And
fast break.
On the road, Poisson has it blocked by Cheeseman.
Good hustle. Great hustle.
Wow, Reagan Cheeseman. What a play.
Smart play, too. He didn't go up. He waited, went up with it, made a clean block. Almost got the turnover. Almost got it. Need a stop here.
Hayes will inbound. 3.5 minutes left, third quarter. Down big all of a sudden. The Royals, like you said, have some work to do. It's a foul first.
Yep.
But it worked out well and negated a 3.
It's easier to shoot once the whistle's blown, though. There's no pressure on it. But it did stop that shot.
Same concept here. Into Hayes.
Here.
He'll go up strong.
He's killing us.
I mean, he's 5'10", but he plays like he is 6'7". Raymond Hayes, 12 points. Here's Mikey Dillon on the other end. Has it poked away, but he's fouled. They poke him instead.
Yeah, he got ball, but he also got head, so there's 2 parts to that. He took ownership of it. He said he knew it too. So
First time all season. No, they've trailed by double figures once this season in my memory. That was at Jeffersonville, came back and won. But aside from that, the Royals are not used to being in this position. Down by double figures here. Still, though, 11 minutes left in the game.
Well, if you and I had talked earlier and I told you with 3 minutes left in the third, Franklin Central had 39 points, you'd feel pretty good about that. The problem is Roncalli has 29.
A team that averages almost 70 points a game, well below that mark here. Look at this spin move. Crafty, he does not miss. Raymond Hayes, my goodness.
That speed is a killer, and he is quick and he is agile.
He's going to get overlooked in college recruiting just because of his size.
That's exactly
but my
right.
goodness, he can play basketball. He's a guy that someone is going to be lucky to have him playing at the next level.
Maurer came in with a bucket. That's big. Again, they're at double digits. They've got to start wearing this down. Making the most, get a stop, get a basket, start cutting into that lead.
Foul called. It'll be on the floor. Marian University, just 10 minutes from downtown Indianapolis, a premier Catholic university committed to excellence in learning. Embracing the Franciscan and liberal arts traditions, Marian excels in teaching, research, and scholarly activities. Become a knight at marian.edu. Two minutes left in the third. Working on Maurer, and it'll be a foul.
Wow.
It looked like good defense, but Parham will be sent to the line.
He's getting muscled down, and I mean, he's almost under the basket at the point where he tries to go up, and you don't have many options at that point.
Parham would hit double figures if he hits both of these. He does not, clearly. Though he was close on that one.
Well, he hit the rim.
Jacob Parham, 14 points a game, team's second leading scorer. He has 8 so far tonight, and the Flashes with a 10-point lead. What does Roncalli have up its sleeve late in this one? 2 minutes left in the third.
Whatever it is, they need to bring it out soon. They missed them
both. He misses them both, and it's Joe Taylor with a board. He had a strong start. He's been a bit quiet since. Here comes Will Hegwood playing with those 3 fouls.
Offensively, Franklin Central's moving around Joe, keeping him to the point where he's not going to be effective in blocking shots.
Here's the look. It bounces in. Shooter's touch for Caleb Maurer from 10 feet.
So there's a little bit of a cut into that. That's good. Let's keep working on that. We need to stop here.
You could tell the offense just moving more crisp, a bigger sense of urgency. Here's a 3 on the other end. That's going to hurt. As Draylon Vaden has 13 points in his first triple tonight.
Franklin Central is not having it. They are, again, a far better than on paper team.
3-7, but anybody who knows Franklin Central knows they are always a much better team here.
Foul.
2 guys to the floor. That's going to hurt. The guy called with a foul is Vaden, and he is slow to get up. So not only you get called with the harm, but you're harmed yourself. Minute 19 left in the third.
Looks like he got hit pretty hard. I don't know, but.
What do you think about that call? Because Taylor kind of dug his shoulder into him.
Well, I thought he spun and then was projecting to go up. And honestly, I think it was just a combination of being in the wrong spot at the right time and the right time in the wrong spot. I didn't see anything blatant that looked like it was unnecessary or unfortunate. It just looked like a combination. That's why I was shocked that he was down, because that didn't look anything aggressive. But, you know, you get hit in the wrong place and it hurts.
The senior captain will take a seat. He'll get a rest. Maurer with the long inbound. He'll wing it inside. Taylor on a double team. And it is well defended by Troutman. Those two have been battling all day. Troutman giving up 3 inches.
Nothing easy for Roncalli at all. Nothing easy.
Connor Kessler waits for his chance to come back in. Here is Poisson.
Graves wants to isolate.
Raymond Hayes will lose it. Here comes Hegwood.
Watch the swap.
1-on-2.
Nice play.
Lays it
Good
in.
finish. Good finish.
Will Hegwood, 7 points today.
Cutting into that lead. That's good. They're cutting into that lead. That's 2 stops and 2 scores for Roncalli. We got to keep that up.
Still down by 9 on the Marion scoreboard.
.46 seconds. We need to stop in a basket.
Jacob Parham to inbound. Here's the full court trap and nearly intercepting it like a free safety instead.
Great.
My goodness, Raymond Hayes. Looks like Cade Cunningham out there. He scores again,
Hayes
16 points.
He's doing whatever he wants at this point.
He's got 11 points in this quarter alone.
Yeah.
And that's the lead right now for Franklin Central.
Now,
Hegwood, they switch. Will set up maybe an advantageous situation for Maurer. He'll exploit it here. Kicks it out. Hegwood from downtown, and it rattles out. But
nice
the putback
play
for Reagan Cheeseman. Wow.
Cheeseman's having a game today. He seems to be everywhere at the right time. Nice pressure.
5 seconds left. Play good defense here. You can't foul. The look at the horn, no good. Back within single digits. But that was after trailing by just 2 at halftime. Down by 9. What do the Royals have left? The final 8 minutes after this on the Roncalli Media Network.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
When you need the job done right, trust Indiana Electrical Services, your IBEW 481 union contractor. Proud sponsor of Roncalli Athletics, we're here to handle all your electrical needs, big or small. Jeff Russell, class of '99, and David Moran, class of '94, are proud to serve the community they love. And of course, we're cheering on the Royals every step of the way. Indiana Electrical Services, powering your home, your business, and your school spirit.
Franklin Central was 0-6, but every loss coming in 4A. Well, since then, 3 of their last 4, trying to make it 4 of their last 5 with an upset over the top 5 team in 3A. Here we go, final 8 minutes. Roncalli down by 9 on the Marion scoreboard as we start the 4th.
They got to take this one play at a time.
Here's Cheeseman. He is at a strong game. Misses
Nice.
there. Taylor
Joe.
cleans up. Again, another offensive board.
Nice.
Hit it and 1.
Needed
Why get 2 when you can get 3? Joe Taylor to the stripe, and he's in double figures.
Nice drive by Cheeseman to set that up, and then Joe, double rebound, finished on the second one.
The all-conference senior has hit 10 or more points 38 times in his career. He has 6 double-doubles in that range. He very well might have hit 10 rebounds there. He's been rebounding like a machine, and he just got 3 in front of us.
This is a big free throw here. He hits this, and he cuts the 12-point lead that they had at the end of the third into 6. Whittling away. Got it.
11 points for Joe Taylor, leads his team in scoring. 20 seconds gone by, 4th quarter infancy here at Roncalli High School.
Showing a full press. Changing it up on defense, trying to add some pressure to Franklin Central. See how they respond.
It's a 6-point game. A nice little run here for the Royals. And it's a foul on the corner trap.
Yep.
When you have numbers like that, it's devastating when you get called with a foul because they very well could have forced a turnover.
And I'm not mad at it. I mean, again, you have to do something to change what's going on right now. And adding a little bit of pressure, it's okay. It's all right. I like it.
Flashes on offense. Keep an eye on Raymond Hayes, this guy number 20. Skillful as can be. And he'll feed the post, and a foul there. Taylor came down on top of Theo Troutman, the team's leading rebounder, and he'll be at the line twice. Averages just 3 points a game. By the way, that was Caleb Maurer, by the way, so his 4th, and he'll be forced to exit. We'll see Luke Feldman come in for him. It'll be a small ball lineup, 4 guards, and that big center, Joe Taylor.
Well, that may be okay just to be able to keep up with the pace that Franklin Central's pushing. Joe Taylor's got to maintain his presence down low just to offset that.
Your starting for Luke Baker's out. He's hurt. Your backup for Caleb Maurer has 4 fouls and is now forced to sit for an extended period. We'll see what the crafty Jamin Wernke can cook up here without a prototypical forward in the lineup.
We need to see some Connor Kessler here soon. Need to give him opportunities, drop some plays to give him some shots, some looks. Nice play. Nice play. Very crafty. Yeah, I get the call. Not the greatest play, but again, Roncalli has to force the issue at this point.
And now Wernke throws his hands out in anguish. Mikey Dillon off the bench as Hegwood picks up his 4th foul.
See,
you need a guy like that late
costly.
in games.
That's costly.
Remember the Beech Grove game you and I did? He was the reason why they stayed in and won that game. They won by 4 or 5 points because of his heroics late in the contest.
That's correct.
When you don't have your true point guard and your senior leader, or your junior leader in this case, it makes it really hard to finish games.
Roncalli's going to be careful not to get too much more into trouble with the fouls.
3 already, just 2 minutes gone by. Here's the feed, and off the window. That's good, Theo Troutman.
So they're trying to cut off passes, but if you don't, then you get a wide open look.
Now down by 8 all of a sudden. Can the Royals rein
reward.
this back in? Mikey Dillon, like you said, we're going to need some Connor Kessler. He's got it here.
Oh, they know too. They know. They can't give him an opportunity.
Cheeseman has been red hot today. Here's Feldman. He is fouled. And boy, Luke Feldman.
That's a good play.
Him and Connor Kessler were meteoric the first 6 or 7 games or so. Well, of late, they've kind of struggled each of their last 3 games, 3 season lows, and Feldman has yet to score today. Defenses are really keying in on those 2 guys, and it's shown. Doesn't keep him from diving for loose balls. Look at that. It's a jump ball.
Possession narrow. Franklin Central.
Kyle Ballard wanted a timeout. Referee says you guys never had possession. They do now, though. The Flashes by 8. 6:13 left in the contest on the Marion scoreboard.
They need to stop. We need to get this down to 4 in the next 2 minutes if they're going to make a push on this, and Franklin Central is not going to go easily into the night.
Franklin Central lost its first 6 games. Well, now they're proving they could be a force in 4A.
So they're taking their time. They're working the clock, and I can't blame them. Up by 8, you force Roncalli to have to move.
Here comes Vaden. He'll have it poked away from behind, and Feldman called with a foul.
I don't like that call. I get it. I don't like it.
Feldman's first.
He's trying to contribute, trying to help his teammates out, trying to turn the corner on this 8-point deficit.
Feed to the post off the inbound. Vaden has
play.
it fouled again as Mikey Dillon called with it.
I don't like that call. He had ball, and he went straight up, and because he had ball, he lost control of it. I don't like that call.
And now with 5 minutes and 51 seconds left in the game, bonus shots. This is
not good.
So crucial to the outcome of this game when Franklin Central will have free throws, 2 of them every single common foul. It really hamstrings your team.
Well,
5 fouls in 2 minutes.
And Franklin Central is driving to the hole, which is forcing the issue, and Roncalli's response is to try and block or cut off passes, which is creating fouls. Not good. Roncalli has to respond offensively and be smart defensively. Missed them both.
You need to take advantage there. Reagan Cheeseman runs the point. Here's Connor Kessler, guarded by the really talented junior, Jacob Parham. Taylor.
Oh,
Feldman will pull up from the elbow, and he is still scoreless. He'll fight for the ball. It's loose.
Nice
Picked
hustle.
back up by Luke
Nice hustle.
Feldman, and he is
Attaboy.
fouled. How about that? Now the 3rd foul called against Franklin Central.
Graves is hurt, it looks like. Interesting.
Keep an eye on Raymond Hayes there.
Yeah.
He's got the smaller frame, can get banged around a little bit more. Here is
Nice.
the first bucket today for Luke Feldman, and it was a beautiful one. After he forced the issue, got what ended up being a turnover, and then was fouled.
Yes, he's turning it up, and he's turning it up with smart ball, which is 100% what they need at this point. Can't get reckless, can't get out of control. You have to maintain poise, but you got to play smart. There's almost a forced turnover, unforced.
Raymond Hayes, so much talent in those shoes right now.
Yeah.
He has been fantastic. 16 points through 3 quarters. Poisson thought about a 3, thought about a long 2. Instead, they'll feed the post and a foul first. Feldman second, team's 6th. So again, bonus shots on the way for Theo Troutman.
Well, the good news is he's not a great free throw shooter. They missed the last 2, giving life to Roncalli. If he can miss one of these, that's better than a layup for 2.
Well, you'll have to wait till the ladder to see. Marian University, just 10 minutes from downtown Indianapolis, a premier Catholic university committed to excellence in learning. Embracing the Franciscan and liberal arts traditions, Marian excels in teaching, research, and scholarly activities. Marian.edu, he splits the pair, like you said.
Well, I'm hopeful here. But again, we need a basket.
Royals have it on offense. 4.5 to go in the game.
There
Down, needing a bucket. Can they get it? Well, they'll have to earn it at the line. 3 foul shots on the way for Connor Kessler, who shoots just under 70% from the stripe this year.
I like it. You got to let your shooters shoot. They created an opportunity for him. He had a clean look. Like, he got it off. I'd have loved to have seen that drop, turn that into a 4-point play. That would change this whole game. Needs to get these 3.
Tonight is Cancer Awareness Night at Roncalli High School. They do this every year with Franklin Central. Means a little bit more this year, though, for the Royals, as one of their own, Braden Collins, a senior on this boys basketball team, sits at the end of the bench fighting leukemia. An inspiration to all, to the entire community, to the team, to everybody involved. And tonight, just a little bit more awareness for cancer, for what it does to people, to communities. And it's just a little bit more. It means a little bit more tonight. And what is always a big rivalry, but they always come together for this every year.
That's awesome. You got to love the honor of that and respect that they have for each other in that front. So on a 3-point, when you're shooting 3, it's the middle one that's always the hardest, and that's the one that he missed. He got 2, which is still putting us closer. We're 5 points now with 4 minutes.
Do you have a reason for why the middle one's the hardest?
It's a mental thing, because the last one's always the easiest. The first one you're psyched up for. I don't know, but
timeout called will step aside as well on the Roncalli Media Network.
Score big for Roncalli every time you swipe with Indiana Members Credit Union. When you use your IMCU Royals debit card for everyday purchases, you're helping fund Roncalli High School athletics with every signature-based transaction. Get your Roncalli Royals debit card free with your free IMCU checking account. Stop by your Southside branch at 5047 Madison Avenue or any IMCU branch near you, or sign up online at imcu.com. Swipe, support, repeat. Go Royals!
Nathaniel Finch, Nate Johnson with you on the Roncalli Media Network. Right now the Royals trailing, but they're within 5. We're halfway through the 4th on the Marian University scoreboard in what is always a tightly contested rivalry. These teams played twice last year, a 3-point game and a 2-point win. They split the pair.
I was hoping they'd have it down to 4. They've got it down to 5. Now the key element here is Franklin Central's going to eat up clock.
And get to the line. And look at that.
Oh, wow.
The backdoor cut.
That's a
another big-time bucket. Draylon Vaden has 15.
We need a basket here in a big way. Who's it going to be?
Cheeseman on the drive. Comes up strong. Wings it out. Can Dillon be the savior?
Oh!
He is! Mikey Dillon with the biggest shot of his career.
That's a big one. Cuts it to 4 with 3 minutes. We're in that range. Oh, my goodness.
Maybe an easy bucket. He'll have to earn it at the line. Kessler says, no, not right here. Go do it.
I don't like that call. Joe went straight up, unless they didn't call it on Joe. Let's see who they called on.
It'll be the second against Kessler, who just kind of reached in and poked him to avoid the easy bucket.
Yep.
It's a 4-point lead for now. How about that three from Mikey Dillon, who was scoreless last time out last Saturday and has multiple games in the score sheet where he hasn't found the bucket. And, well, he comes through huge with that one.
Franklin Central is killing themselves at the line. This is shocking, but they are leaving way too many points on the court.
2 guys in with 4 fouls, 3 minutes left. That is Caleb Maurer, that is Will Hegwood, and Maurer will play the 5. He's normally a forward. It's a small ball lineup, and it's Hegwood, the point guard, with a board. Here he goes. Down by 4. Did he miss both of those?
He did. Left it wide open. Roncalli's got the opportunity. They just got to capitalize.
Kessler with a kick out. Cheeseman from the corner.
Nope.
Picked up by Troutman. Flashes up by 2 buckets. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remain on the Marion scoreboard, and a foul called. That means bonus shots, even though it happened 30 feet from the bucket.
So, but again, Franklin Central's been missing free throws. So far, if this is the hack-a-shack strategy, it is working, but we'll have to see if it continues to do so. But the other part of it is Roncalli's got to make baskets on their end of the court, and they're not doing that.
Third foul called against Connor Kessler. Now, Shaq played in the last game. That was Peyton Duvall for the Franklin Central girls. 10 blocks.
She was awesome. Got the front end.
Lydia Staley did her best defensively and limited Duvall just to 8 points. That much was impressive, but Duvall had her way defensively. In what ended up being a 4-point Royal win. The girls team winners now of 4 straight. Well, can the Royals boys team pull a little rabbit out of the hat? Down by 6 now after both foul shots are good.
2:44, we need a basket and a stop now.
And Vaden now has 17 points.
Let's see what Roncalli's got offensively here.
One more substitution. It's the debut of Fletcher DePalma, the junior wing. Averages 9 points a game, but we haven't seen him yet.
Fresh legs is not a bad thing in this situation.
Well, he's huge. He's 6'2" and strong.
He looks big.
Luke Feldman back into the game. Him and Taylor enter offensively. Here's Kessler.
He wants that shot.
And it's a foul. And it's bonus shots now for Joe Taylor. Though the foul occurred nowhere near the shooting motion, the Royals get a couple free ones. They're going to need to hit these.
Absolutely. I mean, the good point about it is you have an opportunity to put 2 points on the board without the clock moving. Capitalize on this, Joe.
Mikey Dillon waiting to enter the game. Coming up soon, the Piazza Produce post-game show, family-owned and operated and trusted in Indianapolis since 1970. Piazza, a leading distributor of the freshest produce, specialty items, proteins, and more, delivering exceptional quality across the Midwest. Piazza Produce, unmatched service and freshness you can count on after every game.
You got the front end now. Now get your change, Joe. Get the tail end here.
12 points so far, leads the Royals. 13 points leads the Royals.
4-point game. We're back in the hunt with 2:37 left.
Taylor gets a break. They'll bring in Dane Burton.
Yep.
First time he has entered today. So a couple of first-time subs here for each team.
So as odd as this is, the pressure now is on Franklin Central to sustain this lead that they've had for nearly the entire game.
The underdog flashes. Started the season 0-6. Playing their best ball right now, and a foul, and it'll go against Burton. And it looked like maybe that's why he came into the game. They're okay with him fouling. It's his first, obviously his first action, and make him earn it at the line. They've struggled to do so. Parham.
Yeah, they have.
Parham's yet to score in the second half with plenty of chances.
Yeah, this is an opportunity where if you miss one, again, you're getting the ball, and it's only costing you 1 point, whereas and they missed the front end. So this is playing into Roncalli's hands, but they have to capitalize on the offensive end.
A hockey line swap. Here's what the offense will look like. It'll be Caleb Maurer, Will Hegwood. They both have 4 fouls. Joe Taylor, the big, Connor Kessler, and Luke Feldman, your 2 star scorers. We'll see what this offense looks like. Flashes by 5. DePalma enters as well for Parham. Both teams in the bonus. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Royals trying to dip into a 5-point deficit on the Marion scoreboard.
Let's see what we got offensively here. We need a bucket.
Here's Kessler, thought about a three. He'll step back, thought about it again, instead to Taylor.
Oh, nice
and look
dish.
at this assist and a foul, and
Yep.
Luke Feldman, a 73% foul shooter, gets a pair of opportunities.
That was a pretty pass by Joe Taylor. Just dished that right underneath to a cutter. Got it up, but he had a lot of weight on his shoulders, and I think 2 guys from Franklin Central. Let's make them count here.
Down by 5, now 4, and a chance to make it a one-possession game if Luke Feldman can continue to score. It's been rough going for the senior over the last couple of games, but you could forget about all that with a couple of big buckets and free throws here.
100%. When it counts, we need you. So you've got the front end. Go ahead and get your change right here. Attaboy. 3-point game with 2:12. It's within reach at this point. Oh, they almost forced the turnover there.
Poisson poised, sends it over to Raymond Hayes. They'll try to break a full press and another hack. This is fun to watch. How about Dane Burton? His job is to go hack Jacob Parham, who is yet to.
Honestly,
or he has one free throw in the second half.
I would love to see the replay on that. That looked a little more like acting than anything. Not to say that they weren't tight, but the response was interesting.
And I don't think that Jamin Wernke cares. I think he's okay sending him to the line.
He is okay. They're proving that they're gonna. If you get 1 out of 2, you're cutting that lead.
Another line swap. Normal offense back in. It's the starting 5 for Roncalli, minus Luke Baker, who was injured and didn't start the game. Parham hits them both, though, so a little.
Well, that hasn't been the norm. So, again, he's playing against the odds, and right now that play has been working in their favor. Again, Roncalli needs a basket.
It's a 5-point game with 2 minutes left on the Marion scoreboard. Here comes Will Hegwood, and he turns it over.
Wow.
He thought Maurer was coming. He did not. He went the other way. Royals need a stop.
Yep.
Poisson walks with it.
Yep, he did.
Poisson, who got the steal, well, now gave it right back.
Yep. Nerves are coming in with 1:50. 5 points on the board. We need 2 points here. Doesn't have to be 3. Doesn't have to be flashy. You need a bucket.
Or a trip to the line. You're in the bonus.
That'd
Here's
be great.
Will Hegwood, who picks up his dribble and gets it across. Taylor back to Hegwood. Here we go. Royals with it. Will Hegwood to the cup, and he lays it in, and a timeout called.
Nice.
We'll step aside as well and break it down after this. 97 seconds remain on the Roncalli Media Network.
When it comes to physical therapy, you have the freedom to choose your provider. At Indiana Physical Therapy, our experienced therapists will work with you to create a personalized treatment plan tailored to your needs. Whether you're recovering from injury, managing a chronic condition, or looking to improve your sports performance, we've got you covered. Take control of your health and schedule your appointment today at indianapt.com or call us at 317-449-2333.
1 minute, 37 seconds left in regulation. Royals down 3. What do you think we see here, Nate Johnson? I'm Nathaniel Finch.
Well, it goes to show 7-1 versus 3-7 is not a walk in the park any night of the week.
Especially when you're playing a 4A team.
Yes, that's true, too. That's a valid point here. So what I see here, honestly, Franklin Central knows that Roncalli is kind of in foul mode, so they're going to try and look for their shooters, get it across midcourt, and then hopefully buy some time, wait for the foul. That's how I'd play it if I was FC.
Franklin Central a 3-point lead. Just over 90 seconds left in regulation. They break the press.
Yep.
They back off. Looking to
100%.
kill some clock.
Yep, that's what they're doing. And again, they need a basket, but they don't have to have it if they can just maintain the ball.
Kessler with the steal with numbers. Connor Kessler. And it rolls in.
Woo!
Connor Kessler. 11 points tonight.
Big basket. Oh, forced foul.
It's a 1-point game, but we'll have an 80-foot march to the foul line.
Feldman put him on the line unnecessarily. He was trying to get the steal on the inbounds play. It's aggressive, but not necessary.
Connor Kessler is your top scorer at 18 points a game. Well, he's had a slower night Right there, that one gets you to 11 points, and it's a huge basket. But now back to free throws. Parham's really struggled to hit these in this second half, but I think he's finding his groove. He's hit 3 straight.
Well, you put me at the line 10 times. I'm going to get comfortable there. And he's been there probably 5 times in this quarter.
One of the team's top 2 scorers. Him and Raymond Hayes have been great this year in this game. And he splits the pair, but a rebound and a putback. That is monumental as Fletcher DePalma comes in and scores.
That's a 3-point play right there.
Just a 4-point game now. You were down 1, now you're down 2 possessions.
It's still not insurmountable.
Kessler, open look from 3, and it's off, but a rebound. Feldman spins around, gets fouled, and he can't get it in, but to the line twice.
We'll take it.
Well, that would have been monumental if he could have put that in.
Absolutely. That would have cut it back to, well, he's got to hit the free throws.
How about this night of basketball? Nate Johnson, did you know you were signing up for this?
I did not.
When you said you'd come do this game with me, man, 2 great games.
Well, growing up in Beech Grove, I've always had an appreciation for Franklin Central and Roncalli. Like, these are neighborhood area teams that I've followed for most of my life, so it's fun to be here, and it's been great basketball. Both games have been obviously down to the wire and just entertaining. So,
Burton in from Maurer, missing the front end. You need this. Luke Feldman, can he bring it within a possession?
Come on, senior.
Take his time.
Got it.
He does.
3-point game.
He is a lethal shooter. He is cold as ice. But of late, he's been ice cold. 45 seconds. Royals down by 3, and they'll put Parham at the line again. They have no problem just hacking him and seeing if he can make them.
Well, and I don't necessarily. So yes, they came in, but that was a play at the ball. You know what? He could have got his hand. It's just that simple. They're playing super aggressive, super fast. So I'm not opposed to the call, but he's been making these. He's due for a miss. Let's see if it happens on the tail end.
Is that a reverse announcer's jinx when you say he's due for a miss and he makes it? Is that how that works?
We'll call it that.
Jacob Parham has been huge, especially in this second half. All of his scoring in the second half have come at the line, and he's hit now 5 straight from there. Timeout called. We will step aside as well on the Roncalli Media Network.
Since 1947, Indianapolis Fruit has been delivering the freshest fruits, vegetables, and flowers to Midwestern retailers, bringing quality and trust to every produce aisle. With over 170 refrigerated trucks, a premium supply chain, and more than 3,000 SKUs, including organic, ethnic, artisan, and gourmet grab-and-go options. We provide a full-service experience from farm to market. Indianapolis Fruit. Produce a fresh experience.
Whether you're heading out of town or just need trusted care for your pets, look no further than the Kennel at Arbor Lane. With spacious indoor and outdoor accommodations, a caring staff, and a commitment to treating every dog like family, the Kennel at Arbor Lane is where pets feel right at home. From short stays to extended boarding, your 4-legged friends will be safe, happy, and loved. Give yourself peace of mind and your pets the care they deserve. The Kennel at Arbor Lane, a proud supporter of Roncalli Athletics. Visit thekennelatarborlane.com to learn more.
With Nate Johnson, I'm Nathaniel Finch. It's the Roncalli Media Network, our student-run broadcast tonight featuring Angel, Alex, Charlie, and Felipe. AJ Ablog back in the truck, back after a month-plus vacation, having his second baby. Congrats to the Ablog family. Here's a huge 3 from the corner. He can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Franklin Central. Dire Straits are the Royals, and a timeout first before the foul came. Kyle Ballard asks for the whistle. It's a 30. What do you think we see here? There's 30 seconds left, and you're down by 5, but you don't have the ball. It's a tough spot.
I mean, Franklin Central really is just going to eat the clock. That's all they have to do. They've got to just maintain the ball, not give an easy turnover. That missed 3 would have been huge. It would have been a game changer. But at this point, Roncalli they've got to take it.
Fouls have been huge.
Yep.
In this quarter, the Royals went over the limit just like 90 seconds into the quarter.
Yeah.
So you knew from then on, as long as Franklin Central can hit its foul shots, it's going to be okay. And sure, it's missed quite a bit. But what, the Flashes have been to the line probably 10 times at least this quarter, if not more.
I would argue that they've probably actually had maybe 2 or 3 actual shots this quarter.
Yeah.
Everything else has been from the line. And they've had their misses, but they've been on a tear in the last 3 or 4 possessions where they've made them all.
Had the flashes gone cold, it'd be a different conversation. But right now, out of the timeout, the Royals down 5 and on defense. 30 seconds left. Here it is. Poison. It's a foul. Kessler came in and intentionally sent him to the line. I think you're okay with that. Poison has not been to the line yet today, and he's certainly not one of their better shooters, so we'll see what he can do here.
Again, if he misses both of these, and Roncalli can get a quick 2 or 3 point play here, there's a chance. But with 27 seconds, he hits both of these.
Well, he misses the first. There's a chance.
He missed the first. We need him to miss the second.
So you're saying there's a chance.
It's not over yet. But if he does miss, we must get the rebound, no question.
Coming up soon, the Piazza Produce post-game show. Win or lose, we'll speak to the head coach, Jamin Wernke. Poison misses them both. Here you go, the Royals with a chance. Will Hegwood runs the offense. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Taylor, who lays it in. Timeout, Jamin Wernke. Joe Taylor, a huge play, and now it's a 3-point game and a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. Back in a moment, the final 20 seconds next on the Roncalli Media Network.
Since 1970, Piazza Produce has grown from a single truck operation into a trusted, family-owned produce partner, bringing exceptional quality and unmatched service to the food service industry. We deliver the ingredients chefs count on. With refrigerated GPS-tracked trucks covering more than 150 cities across the Midwest, Piazza Produce ensures your kitchen never runs out because service is everything. Piazza Produce, fresh from our family to yours. Visit piazzaproduce.com to learn more.
Joe Taylor with one of the bigger buckets, one of the bigger quarters of this season. He's got 15 points. The Royals down 3, but he lays it in there, and with 20 seconds left, there is hope. Do you foul here, or do you try to play defense and get a steal? Fouling has not worked of late.
I mean, you have to try and go for the steal. The other thing to keep in consideration is possession arrow is towards Roncalli. So if they can get a tie up here, they get the ball back without a foul and sending Franklin Central to the line. So if they're going to try and get a steal or a turnover here, you don't want to foul.
Jacob Parham inbounds all alone. It's a 5-on-4 trying to get it in, and he does get it in. And now you foul the best shooter on the Flashes team in Raymond Hayes. Well executed by Kyle Ballard, the head coach in his 3rd season with Franklin Central.
Smart play by the coach. Give it to your star shooter. Let him do his thing. 17 seconds, 3 points. He's going to make it. Well, let's see what he does here. No pressure. No pressure.
Hayes, the best shooter on this team, one of the better free throw shooters on this team. He has 16 and now 17 points, and he is ice cold. He is such a cold scorer, and I mean that in a good way. He's been incredible today.
All I can say is that the guy has come to play, and he has been phenomenal for Franklin Central.
And without even taking a breath, he hits them both. 5-point game, 17 seconds left. Royals got to hurry. You need a quick one. Here comes Maurer. Taylor
wide open look.
With a three. It's blocked. Picked back up by Feldman. 8 seconds. He'll throw one up. Can't get that to go. And it's Franklin Central basketball. The Royals on the ropes.
No, this one's over. This is 4.8 with FC having the ball. 5 points and ball.
Franklin Central had lost its first 6 games to start the year. Well, how about this? Now, winners 4 of the last 5 as the final few seconds will expire. And a foul first. You look at the 3-7 record coming in and you think, okay, this is an easy one. But when you're a 4A team and you lose to 4A teams, that record is you never know what to make of it. And clearly, Franklin Central, a much better team than what its record shows.
Well, and again, losing 5 of their starters last year, it's going to take time for this team to gel and to play against opponents that are going to really challenge them to figure each other out, figure out how to play. It's apparent that in 6 games they've started to figure that out. Or the last, 4? This will be 5 wins in the last.
5 of their last, 4 of their last 5.
So they're bringing it together, and they came to play tonight.
What do you think are the biggest reasons why the Royals weren't able to get it done today?
The pace. The pace was faster than they could respond to. And Franklin Central just kept them on their toes the entire time.
It's final, 65-60. Franklin Central with the upset over Roncalli. Jamin Wernke will make his way up here on our Piazza Produce postgame show. We'll break it all down after this, but the Royals lose and drop to 7-2. Franklin Central winners 4 of its last 5. Moving to 4-7 on the season. The Piazza Produce postgame show is next on the Roncalli Media Network.
At Kids Abilities, we believe in one simple truth: no limits, only possibilities. Our dedicated team offers pediatric occupational, speech, and feeding therapy focused on sensory regulation, building intrinsic motivation, and making meaningful connections for children from birth to 21. We go beyond therapy. We support families, celebrate achievements, and unlock each child's fullest potential. Kids Abilities, where possibilities become realities. Visit kidsabilitiesindiana.com or call to learn more today.
Since 1970, Piazza Produce has grown from a single truck operation into a trusted, family-owned produce partner, bringing exceptional quality and unmatched service to the food service industry. We deliver the ingredients chefs count on. With refrigerated GPS-tracked trucks covering more than 150 cities across the Midwest, Piazza Produce ensures your kitchen never runs out because service is everything.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Family owned and operated since 1971, O'Reilly Branson Funeral Service and Crematory has been dedicated to serving families with the utmost dignity and compassion. The staff at O'Reilly Branson are experts in pre-planning, cremation, and at-need funeral arrangements, and have a long history of supporting your Roncalli Royals. Your wishes are honored to the finest detail, allowing you to celebrate the life and cherished memories of your loved ones. For more information, visit O'ReillyBranson.com. O'Reilly Branson, where our Catholic family serves your Catholic family.
Did you know 80% of Americans don't floss daily, risking gum disease, bad breath, and even tooth loss? At Skip Cheeseman DDS, we believe your dental health is worth protecting, from routine cleanings and wisdom tooth removal to implants and IV sedation. Dr. Cheeseman and his caring team combine experience with comfort, so you can smile with confidence. Call 317-839-2088 or visit Cheeseman.com today. Skip Cheeseman DDS, caring for smiles, caring for you, and a proud supporter of the Roncalli Royals.
Tonight, our Royals played as a team, but one athlete clearly gave us a sign of greatness. And who better to help spotlight this standout performance than Business Art Designs, the experts in making big moments impossible to miss. With over 35 years of experience, they know how to make excellence stand out. From temporary signs to lasting displays, they bring every message to life. Congrats to this week's Roncalli Royals Player of the Game.
And your Business Art Designs Player of the Game today does not go to AJ Ablog working the truck. He just gave his, a pretty good contest for it, but instead we'll give it to Reagan Cheeseman, who had a fantastic contest, 8 points, hit a couple of big threes, but unfortunately it was not enough today for the Royals, who fall at home against Franklin Central, losing to a good 4A squad. The Royals drop to 7-1. As we are in the Piazza Produce post-game show, let's take a look at these final statistics. We'll start with the Royals, who trailed early, and those back and forth lost every quarter. And obviously, in the end, falling 65-60, Leading the team in scoring, Joe Taylor, he had 15 points. He had 4 blocks and a number of really important rebounds. He was great. Next, Connor Kessler and Will Hegwood each had 11 points. And it's the third night in a row that Will Hegwood has had a season high in scoring. He has really come on strong here of late. 8 points for Reagan Cheeseman. We mentioned our Business Art Designs player of the game. After that, you had 6 points from Caleb Maurer in the starting lineup with the absence of Luke Baker tonight. 5 points, Luke Feldman. 4 points for Mikey Dillon. And that is how everybody that played got on the score sheet, except for, I guess, Dane Burton, who came in late with some foul trouble to the forwards, and he played some good minutes. That's how the Royals got to their 60 points. And typically under Wernke, when they get to the 60-point mark, they've been dominant. They've been 19-3 until now. They get their 4th loss under his 4-year tenure when they score 60 or more. Today it was just all Franklin Central. Here's how the score sheet panned out. They had 3 guys in double figures, 17 points to lead the game, Draylon Vaden, the senior. 18 points actually to lead the game. I beg your pardon, Raymond Hayes. So 18 from Hayes, 17 from Vaden. 14 from Jacob Parham with some huge free throws down the stretch. 8 points, Theo Troutman. 5 points for Alfonso Graves. 2 points for Fletcher DePalma. You saw Ben Poison play, and he did not score. Everyone else that played did. Those are your final stats. When we come back, we will have an interview with the head coach of the Roncalli boys basketball team, Jamin Wernke. After falling tonight, 65-60 is the final. We speak to Wernke after this on the Roncalli Media Network.
Are you looking for a company that cares about meeting your financial needs? Werner Financial is the place for you. Our owner, Jason Werner, is a proud Roncalli member of the class of 2005 and has extensive knowledge and experience ensuring your investments are customized to fit your goals. The Werner Financial team is one that works for you and will handle your assets with precision and confidence. Our goal is for you to not only feel secure in your finances, but also to see real growth. Visit wernerfinancial.com to set up your meeting today and get started on your financial future.
Thinking about buying or selling land? Maybe a hunting paradise, some productive farmland, or a cozy home with some elbow room? Then look no further than Bill and Jay Miner, your Whitetail Properties land specialists. These Roncalli alums know West Central and South Central Indiana like the back of their hands. Don't wait. Call Bill and Jay today at 317-446-9500 or at 317-370-2422 or visit their agent profiles at whitetailproperties.com.
When it comes to coin laundry, Laundry and Tan Connection stands out as Indiana and Kentucky's biggest and best. With cleaner, more spacious and user-friendly facilities, they lead the way in laundry services. But that's not all. They're also the area's premier tanning salon, offering top-notch tanning facilities at competitive prices and the best hours around. Discover why Laundry and Tan Connection is the top choice for both laundry and tanning by visiting laundryandtan.com today.
Nathaniel Finch and Coach Jamin Wernke, Roncalli boys basketball today, falling by 5 at home against Franklin Central. Before we talk about the game, let's talk about what transcends basketball, and that was the Cancer Awareness Night.
With tonight's Cancer Awareness Night.
Yeah, so this is the 4th. Like I told you pregame, yeah, maybe it's good perspective because right now I feel pretty crappy about the game. But, yeah, the pregame, that was outstanding for BC to be able to have the crowd come to their feet, give them applause, and just for everybody, because BC keeps to himself. He doesn't want to be a charity case for anybody. So for the whole gym to kind of learn a little bit of what he's been through and how he's fought and overcame, that's definitely the best part of this night, that's for sure.
Well, maybe for the worst part of the night, the loss tonight, what do you think was the top reason or two as to why you lose by 5?
Well, we couldn't stop them. They shot 65% from the field, so we had to get a little creative on the defensive end. It got us back in the game. We just started fouling. They were a bad free throw shooting team, and they struggled to shoot free throws tonight, under 50% from the free throw line tonight. So in the third quarter, they went 9 for 10 from the field and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So we decided in the fourth quarter that we weren't going to allow them to shoot those twos, and we were going to keep them to the free throw line. And maybe they score 0, maybe they score 1, but they were scoring at will. So definitely something that we need to fix defensively. And we almost got out of that hole, but couldn't pull it out.
Well, you talked pregame about the pace that this team plays and the aggressiveness. I feel like that was kind of a defining moment, the way that they just ran up and down the floor. How did you feel the team dealt with that?
Not great, to be honest. I mean, offensively, we adjusted early in the game. They were pressuring us, and I think the refs wanted to get home and watch IU Oregon because they weren't calling much. But we did adjust offensively. Defensively, we just couldn't keep a guy in front of us. They killed us in the paint. I mean, we keep a shot chart during the game, and not only were they killing us, from 2-point range, 20 for 33 from 2, but it was all in the paint, right at the rim. So, we got physically outmatched tonight, maybe, but hopefully we'll be better. We'll be better for this.
Coach, thank you for the conversation.
Yep, thanks a lot.
That's Jamin Wernke, the head coach of Roncalli boys basketball. Thank you very much. 65-60 is the final. Franklin Central with the win. Boy, a huge thank you to Coach Wernke. After a loss, you can hear how dejected he was, how upset he was, and he still walks all the way up here to our crow's nest and has that conversation every single game, win or lose. Him and Jason Sims, both the girls' coach for Roncalli. A huge thank you to those two. Thank you to you for listening. Thank you to the great athletic staff here at Roncalli. What a showing tonight. As he talked about, everybody in unison, despite the rivalry, you get together, you put your hands together, and you stand at one for cancer awareness and to support Braden Collins, the senior basketball player on this squad that is dealing with leukemia. Just love the fact that the entire community came together to support him tonight, to support the idea of cancer research, cancer awareness, and just to raise awareness for the cause in general. That wraps it up. Nate Johnson, my color analyst, huge thank you. How about our student crew tonight? Angel, Alex, Charlie, and Felipe behind the cameras and on the ones and twos. And, of course, out of a month-long retreat in his basement with his new baby, it is A.J. Ablog, the Franklin Central alum, conflicted by the final tonight. The girls win the early game 60-56. The boys fall 65-60. That's your final tonight as Franklin Central and Roncalli split the pair. The Roncalli girls with the win, the Franklin Central boys with the win. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Piazza Produce post-game show. My name is Nathaniel Finch, signing off one final time on the Roncalli Media Network.
When it comes to coin laundry, Laundry and Tan Connection stands out as Indiana and Kentucky's biggest and best. With cleaner, more spacious and user-friendly facilities, they lead the way in laundry services. But that's not all. They're also the area's premier tanning salon, offering top-notch tanning facilities at competitive prices and the best hours around. Discover why Laundry and Tan Connection is the top choice for both laundry and tanning by visiting laundryandtan.com today.
Since 1988, McGee & Company Fine Jewelers has been Greenwood's trusted, family-owned jeweler, helping you celebrate life's most memorable moments. From bridal sales and insurance appraisals to custom designs and expert repairs, we're a full-service jewelry store with an extensive showroom of fine fashion and bridal jewelry. And if you don't see exactly what you're dreaming of, our award-winning designers will create it just for you. McGee & Company Fine Jewelers, built on service, dedicated to quality. Visit us at 880 U.S. Highway 31 North in Greenwood, just across from the Greenwood Park Mall, or online at mcgeejewelers.com.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Anne and Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Anne and Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Anne and Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Anne and Bartram, 317-889-9574.
You're tuned in to the Roncalli Media Network, a student-run broadcast bringing you all the excitement of Royal Athletics. Roncalli students are working hard behind the scenes so you never miss a moment. If you enjoy what you see and hear, consider becoming a Roncalli Media Network sponsor or making a gift to Roncalli's Circle of Faith Annual Fund to keep opportunities like this thriving.